Kendrick is Nas 2.0. I've been saying this for the longest now. Kendrick is just Nas 2.0. I actually made a long form video about this a little while back. Go ahead and search it up. It's titled Kendrick is Nas 2.0. But I think a lot of the reasons why people give me pushback or people can't see it is because Kendrick idolizes Tupac a lot. So when people think of Kendrick, you know, the whole West Coast vibes and ideologies, people think of Tupac, right? Now, another reason I think people can't really see the Nas thing is because Kendrick's style, if you listen to it sonically, there's some Eminem in there, people like Corrupt, right? He does a bunch of different things, things that I think Nas sometimes can't do specifically with the voice. But when it comes to their career arcs, subject matter, and how they kind of think, literally, if you just break it down to the smallest molecule, Kendrick is just an advanced version or a second version, a 2.0 version of him. And I think about that as I think about Nas talking about Kendrick in his recent interview with the Rolling Stones, right? And the biggest thing Andre G had asked here was like, hey, your 2006 song, Hip Hop is Dead, critique your era's hip hop ecosystem, like Kendrick Lamar's Watch the Party Die did more recently. What overlap do you see? And then Nas goes ahead and, speaks really nice about Kendrick here, mostly because I think he can see himself in Kendrick. Came out both classic albums in their first like commercial project. I know Section 80, but whatever. Good Kid, Mad City, Illmatic, right? Looked at as darlings and savior hip hop, at a younger age. But anyway, Nas says, we all as artists love this art form and have our opinions on it. Kendrick is one of the brightest stars we've ever seen. And I don't only mean superstar, I mean like the North Star. I think he's one of those. Out of all the artists in this business, there's some that's not here for the art. When we see those people that are not here for the art damaging it, you're hurting the future of the art. So I think artists like Kendrick are going to speak out. Now, Nas goes on to other things, but even that, I remember that time period. You can romanticize it now, but, more than Kendrick, actually, Nas was the first one y'all was hitting with the hypocrite vibes or, is it Uchi Wally Wally or is it One Mic? And when he was going with the, hip hop is dead vibes and all that stuff, people were kind of alluding to him coming off as a little pretentious. People kind of do that a little bit with Kendrick, right? So, yeah, it's there. And then there's the whole battle. Obviously, Jay and Drake aren't exactly the same people, but, there's some similarities there on the commercial vibes and whatever the case might be. And they got into that battle and lifelong battle. But obviously, it's a little different. They pieced it up. But the point is the point. Kendrick and Nas are more similar than a lot of people think. And I don't know why. I think another thing is J. Cole is to blame for this because his propaganda with Nas let Nas down or whatever. People like to look at J. Cole like Nas. No, it's Kendrick Lamar. They are I guess maybe because maybe the millennials will understand me a lot more. But living through like this guy's sort of prime, I guess, and living through this guy's prime as like a fully functioning individual. Obviously, I'm more functioning now than back then when I was watching Nas in like, 02, 03, whatever, 01. But it's kind of weird. And I don't know. Now, his beginning, I was too young for, but I still think Illmatic, if not, is the greatest rap album next to Get Rich or Die Trying, obviously, and all that good stuff. But it's so crazy to me because I was functioning. I'll bet I was in my teens when Nas was out running around talking crazy, dissing Jay. His mom had just passed, then went through the hip hop is dead era. I was a functioning adult. A functioning human being. And now I'm a functioning adult for Kendrick shit. And I see the similarities and no one else does. But anyway, yeah, good talk. Nas loves himself from Kendrick. Of course he does. He sees himself in Kendrick.